All right, so let me get my take on the whole Gucci Man versus Jeezy thing. When it pertains to who was more mature, let me say this: I see the maturity of young Jeezy, but at the same time, I think there was a level of guilt there. A lot of people are focusing on why young Jeezy was so mature. But then I look at it as more as he felt guilty. Because from my understanding, you know, his friend was, the thing happened to his friend per Gucci Man, but Gucci Man acted in self-defense, right? So I look at it as Jeezy is more guilty than mature. Now, he was mature in the context of talking about his jewelry versus him having real estate. We already know that's next level. You can't compare your jewelry to real estate because we're talking about setting up family legacy. But on the flip side, I don't think Jeezy was quote unquote mature when it pertains to him being able to sit in the same room. I think it was more of he felt guilty. So how can I get mad at a man that protected himself and that acted in self-defense because he actually got off that charge of self-defense? Now, let's leave out the jury versus real estate conversation and let's stick totally on the context of who was more mature. Now, this is me. I'm going to speak about me. If I figure or even thought, or if it's the truth that a man sent someone to take my life, take me away from my children, take me away from my mother, take me away from my family, I think it's more mature of me to be able to sit in a room with a man that made an attempt on my life versus a man that I acted in self-defense and whatever happened to his friend and you don't want to sit your friend. That's the lens I see it from, is that, in my opinion, let's leave out the real estate. We understand Gucci was acting, okay, everybody saying Gucci was acting childish. But if I seen a man in the same room with me that made an attempt on my life, you expect me to forget what transpired? You expect me to not have those emotions that were attached to that experience? Y'all, we got to look from I look at this from a different perspective. Listen, that man is a father. I got on a shirt that says real dads never fold. Gucci Man wouldn't even be able to possibly be a father or be a dad if the man that attempted to take him off this earth would have succeeded. I'm not saying I'm right. I just see this from a different lens. I'm just looking through a different lens and I see this from a different perspective. So I really want y'all to chime in. Let me know what y'all think. But I actually think Gucci Man was more mature in the context of sitting in the same room with a man that allegedly made an attempt on his life. That's what I think. Now, when it comes to the real estate thing and the jewelry thing, that's not even a conversation. We already understand that real estate is more important than some freaking jewelry. Let's not get that message misconstrued. But I'm talking about young Jeezy and Gucci Man being in the same room. I think it was more mature of Gucci Man to be in the same room and just to be able to attempt to walk in the same room with a man that made an attempt on his life.